at the end of the day, I like to build other people up rather than make it a competition, because really at the end of the day, we're all just adults playing pretend and dress up. We're no professionals. Everything that we do is self-taught from what we can see on YouTube or from word of mouth. So I like to hold myself to a really high standard with what I do. So I always am willing to suffer. I always say I'm happy to suffer for what I like. So that's definitely a labor of love, is Nebula. So this is Prozaid. It's an industrial strength prosthetic adhesive that's medical safe, but it holds anything all day. It's really, really strong. Over time, instead of just going to the Comic-Cons, I started to look around me and get jealous and go, why did they get to dress up and I don't? I'm like, I could do that. It all stems from a love of just art and paying tribute to characters that have influenced you in one way or another. And not to say that I'm a raging space alien serial killer or anything like that, but I love Karen Gillan, and I loved this little unknown Nebula character as soon as she came on screen for the very first time, because I knew everyone was going to pay attention to the big Guardians. What about the little Guardians? What about those interesting characters in the background? And that's kind of how I fell in love with Nebula for the first time.
I am a handler, but I love it. I really do.
Well, let's talk about the term handler. So when you wear a really complex costume, it's sometimes beneficial to bring somebody along with you who can carry your things when you don't have the hands to, who can say no when you have to run and use the restroom and the last person wants a photo.
And here's the other thing. When she's blue, take a drink of water. You wash it off. So Daddy carries straws.
Yeah, it's silly, but it's the things you don't think about until you can't eat, you can't, do X, Y, Z, and then you need somebody to help you do those things. So. These are my contact lenses for Nebula because she's obviously a robot. So these are 3/4 sclera lenses, and sclera is a fancy term for a lens that I guess covers the sclera, or the white of your eye. So this will not fully cover my eye black, but it gives you a larger appearance of the iris. And you can't watch as I put them in because I spaz a little bit, so I'll be right back. They're not too bad, but essentially it is just large pieces of plastic in your eyes.
We can get back in there when that dries more.
Well, so it's covered anyhow.
Yeah.
There's a sick satisfaction, yes, that comes with being the best. I also get really excited though when I do see people do characters that I love really, really well or better than me. We've done it so many times now that I've just kind of memorized where the line work falls. There are some times where we get spacey and forget on like the backside, but for the most part, she's been with me for a long time now. This is very much the weekend / when I have time / whenever I can fit it inside of my personality. But by day, I teach 3rd grade. So I'm a 3rd grade teacher. My kids know that I dress up. It's always fun when I come to class and show them what I did this last weekend, and they're always like, mind blown and hard to believe that their weirdo Miss Frizzle-esque teacher standing at the front of the room was actually a blue alien on the weekends. 3rd grade teacher by day and superhero by night.
This is skin tight, and basically this is the adhesive we use for the prosthetic to glue to her head.
Both of those are sculpted out of a thermoplastic. It's a plastic that gets soft and pliable and sculptable when hot, and then it cools to harden. For final touches, I'll just go through in any of residual glue that's kind of around the outside edge. I'll just kind of blend that away.
Powder.
Obviously seeing a dad and a daughter do this is kind of odd as it is, but he's who started me in art, and what I really like is that there have been dads who have approached us and told us really kind things like, wow, you two are what I strive for me and my daughter to be someday, and hope that I can help her do fun stuff like this and be passionate for what she's passionate with and actually be an active part of it. So not only will he not leave me alone anyway, but I wouldn't make him leave if I wanted to. So.
Heading to the convention center?
No, it's the casual Thursday.
Yeah.
Awesome, you got it.
Nebula, you look great.
Holy cow! Wow, you win today.
It's so fun working so hard and so long on something, and there have been times I've woken up at 5 in the morning to start putting on Nebula, and it's just to see other people appreciating the thing that you worked so hard on. It's like an artist receiving an award for their art or an actor receiving applause for their performance. It's a cosplayer's way of knowing that other people appreciate that thing that you worked on as much as you do. It feels amazing.